Hey everyone, we're going to take a quick look at The Ancients today, which is a game that nobody asked for because nobody knew it existed yet. It hasn't come out and it's actually soon to be coming to Kickstarter. This was sent over to my business email, and we're just going to do a first impressions type of preview. The first thing I'll say is that this is a very early preview build. There doesn't seem to be a lot that's added into this game other than a lot of the core ideas. You can certainly see where a lot of this is going, but maybe not the full product just yet. What I originally thought might be a Civilization type of game ended up being maybe not so much. The map style, of course, was extremely reminiscent of the more modern Civilization games, and moving your little piece around. What it ends up being, at least from what I saw, is that your tribe is a single piece on this board. Line of sight, fog of war, all of those things work as expected. And your tribe is a hunter-gatherer type of group. So you're grabbing vegetables on the go, collecting wood, and building camps. Those basic things that I've described so far, those are built, and those are really what I've had access to within this demo. As far as the unforgiving world and creating the sparks of human culture and a lot of other things that the email talked about, those things are in development. The technology tree as it stands is mostly focused on Stone Age type crafting materials, and very basic upgrades to your tribe like being able to see further, or move further. But it's through research that you're able to unlock hunting weapons, and eventually hunt. There's also a culture section where you can prioritize things like unity or religious devotion and things along those lines, but it doesn't seem incredibly fleshed out. There do appear to be a number of different trees, but none of them are available except for the one. So talking about what is here, and really speaking about it honestly, there were a couple of things I was impressed with. It seems like a lot of effort went into things like weather effects and the day and night cycle, and maybe not so much the gameplay elements that make the game playable and fun at the moment. The missions available within this alpha development build are really just move from this point to this point and then the game ends, so you don't really get a lot to see or a lot to judge. If I am understanding correctly the premise of this game, you're supposed to move these cave people from spot to spot, hunting, gathering, eventually from one era to the next, from the Stone Age into maybe modern society so they can eventually all get iPhones and ignore each other. Alright, so looping back to the fact that this is a Kickstarter project. Based on what I saw, this is the product of two independent developers. They've been working on this for nearly 2 years, and they're going to be putting this crowdfunding project together. So if you do want to support them, I will go ahead and drop a link for that in the description below. In fact, I'll just drop a link to the Steam page, which will give you access to download a version of the game yourself, and eventually find out about the Kickstarter, I'm sure. I think that's a great solution because it allows you to really judge for yourself whether or not this is something that you'd want to invest in. Game development is a long and very arduous process, and unfortunately as games get more complicated, they get harder and harder to build. To take something like this and turn it into a fully fleshed out game could take years. It will take years. And based on what I saw, it's hard to say what percentage along the way we are. So it's going to be a long process, and I'd imagine a long early access road ahead. Anyway, I'm going to keep this one short, though I do appreciate your time with me here today. As always, thanks for watching.